What is up, YouTube family? Thank you guys for tuning back into Wilburn Reactions. We are headed into another one, Miles Davis. And this is called, let me see, So What? I haven't reacted to Miles Davis over here yet. I don't think I reacted to one song yet. I won't call him I could call him a new artist because I know of his name. I know about him, but I don't know of his music. I know he's a legend, but I don't know of his music. So I'm glad he has come up. So let's dive in. Those are some chords right there. This is an iconic sound. I've heard this around somewhere. Like, not the song. Like, this is definitely iconic in movies for sure. And like, I've heard this song be used in movies for sure. What is it used in, like, Little Bill? Man, that bass line is nasty. Oh my, man, that bass is phenomenal. Oh my gosh. Man, that is such a beautiful sound. Like, I'm picturing, like, listening and, like, just, like, imagine getting your date. I say imagine like you can't, but imagine getting your day started to this. Some of you guys might, like, just wake up in the morning and have this just playing on, like, a subtle volume, like, just perfect. And it's the perfect day. Like, I'm getting feelings, like, in this song, like, I need to, like, I want to add this song to my playlist for, like, special reasons. Like, when I'm going through something or feeling something, like, I feel like this song would just bring down, like, anxiety, like any type of emotion you got going on that's bad, like you feel like you had a bad day. I feel like if you throw this track on just from the 2 minutes I'm into this song, this can, like, bring your levels down and just, like, re-level you. You get what I'm saying, guys? right when the sax came in there, I felt like I had like this like, you ever see like those videos where like it's like a blur kind of like a camera going through city lights and you see like the cars lights flash, you see like the street lights flash, you going through the city. I feel like the calmness of this song is like I'm going through the city kind of fast and I see this blur of the city lights and the cars, but it's calm. It's fast, it's blurred, but I can still see everything vividly. If that makes sense. Like that's what I'm getting like I'm getting like a busy New York. I ain't never been in New York, but like a New York setting, like driving, right? But it's calm. Like you're getting through it calmly, like driving, but you're getting through it calmly. Like, I don't know. I'm just getting this weird visual out of this. Like, it's not weird, but I'm trying to make it make sense, but it's crazy. That is, I mean, I can't even describe this sound and what it's doing to me. Like, this might be the most magical thing I've heard on this channel. Like when it comes to music, like, and I always like I was brought up in the jazz world, and I don't know if I like my dad ever introduced me to any type of Miles Davis. I might have. Like I said, I heard a lot of jazz coming up, but this song I haven't heard. But what I'm saying is like this, like a lot of people say like music came from jazz. Like jazz started it all. Like it was the root of music, And some people believe it, some people don't. But even if you do, I think like hearing this sound, it's so magical. Like it's like you can't recreate this. Like I don't know. I don't know if it's just not popular in my city, but I've never heard a sound like this or heard a sound be recreated like this. Like this is like a one of a kind sound, one of a kind. And I have seen a Miles Davis interview recently on my TikTok. I had like randomly popped up, and he was talking about like how he like comes up with his music and the thought process behind his music, and it was just magical hearing him talk. So now I'm hearing it like come from him. Like I'm hearing his music now, and that whole interview is now making sense to me now. I'm on an emotional roller coaster, and I might have said something earlier. I'm like recorrect myself. I said sax, and I know Miles Davis is a trumpet player. Excuse me. So I'm thinking that it's muted, right? That's what I'm gonna go with. Like you know, they put the mute on the end of the trumpet. And I don't know why I got, but it gave me like a sax. I don't know why I said sax, but I meant to. I was thinking. I was just listening to it. I'm like, dang, I said that earlier. But I'm thinking that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, or is he playing something else? But is it muted? That's why I'm going with the muted trumpet here, because that's majestic right there. I gotta give credit to the keys too. I feel like I left the keys hanging in this song. The keys are like filling the voids. Like everybody has a job in this song, and it's just coming together so magically. Like it is a beautiful song. This song is amazing. I think I know another sound I can guess where I heard this. I'm thinking, so Little Bill, I think uses this, the cartoon guys. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but, and then also I think in Drumline too, this song was used at a particular part when like his dad introduced him, like when he got his tapes from his dad. I know Miles Davis is in there. I think that's where I heard this sound at too. Wow, this was something different for this channel for me. Like, we don't venture off into a lot of jazz over here, but when we do, like I said, being my background, like coming up, that's what I was brought up on. I really love to venture down this lane and give me a different perspective on music, because, you know, a lot of music like jazz, you don't get a lot of lyrics, and sometimes you do when they do like covers and stuff like that. But, and you know, in the jazz world, you know, the instruments do a lot of talking, and I love that because, like I said, it's the emotions you go through hearing the different sounds of just hearing instruments, right? And you can almost, like this song, you could dissect each individual instrument in there. The drums, you know, gives you a different feeling. You know, the big bass is giving you a different feeling. The trumpet is giving you a different feeling. The keys is giving you a different feeling. Like, you feel all this emotion from the different instruments, and that's what I love about jazz. Like, just sitting there and just relaxing, and it takes you away. A lot of jazz really does take you away. Like, I come up and I hear a lot of people shoot jazz down. Like, how do you listen to jazz? Like, how do you like jazz? And I feel like just like tell people like, man, just give it a chance. Like jazz is just, it's such a, I feel like it's the bread and butter of music. Like without it, you just don't have music. Like you got to just give it a chance and hear the different styles out there. And there's so many different styles like in jazz. Like man, I remember when I first heard like there was a lead. I can't remember his name, but there's a flute player in the jazz world, and he's ridiculous on the flute, you know. And you know, you got sax players, trumpet players, like jazz bass players, jazz guitars. Like there's all different elements in jazz and different crafts and different musicianship you get to hear in the jazz world, and it's a magical place to be. I'm telling you. And I know when I react to stuff like this, people come in comments like, "Oh, this is not for me," and I get it. Certain music is not for everybody, but for me and my jazz lovers out there, this was something special for me on this channel. Like when I tell you, like, this is one of the most beautiful things I've heard on this channel. This is by far one of the most beautiful songs I've heard on this channel. Like, this is definitely going to my playlist. And I know I say this about a lot of artists, but Miles Davis is definitely inventory I need to run down. Like, I need to hear his catalog because this song set the tone. So thank you for whoever dropped this off. Thank you for whoever brought this over here. Thank you all for tuning in with me, taking time out of your day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys on the next one.